Hello, welcome to SLR's touring car series. I will put my face on here in a moment, but I am shoving food in me, and you don't want to see that. So, SLR Davey runs this series. I thought this was the final week. It might be the first week. This is my first time commentating. Gonna take some practice, but definitely looking for some feedback. Let me know how you're going. It looks like they got most everybody for the series in, so they should be starting. We're starting on Knock Hill, 16 laps, and I'm gonna take a quick moment, my food, and so I'll mute my mic, but I will leave the video running and be back in a moment. Alright, re-enable my mic. Welcome everybody. We should be getting started here in a few minutes. Most everybody's in a Xbox party chat. I'm holding out there, so I'm not getting confused between trying to commentate on what's going on. I did not check the weather forecast. I think next time I do this commentary, I want to be able to link Discord so I can show different show like standings and things like that, because usually we have all that posted there. And it looks like we are going to be going from snow to rain. I did not check the weather forecast. Good thing I'm not racing. So here, let's move my webcam to the foreground here. This is really kind of a test run, so I'm sorry if I disappoint you with smoking. So, hello everybody, here I am. I am probably going to turn this off in a moment while I finish that, but I will keep talking. Already not much is going on, so I'm hoping we're getting started here soon. It looks like we've got everybody. Let me check the attendance. How many people were anticipating? We got 6 full teams overall. So you've got Davey and Toby on the team, Andy and Zodiaz, Dragon Lord and Starkey, Nathan and Hardcore, Vibe and Dan O'Neill, Maddie and Cartman, then Lanky and Jay. Let me take a quick scroll through here. We'll see who is on. I'm gonna move myself to the background again. So it looks like 14. So we're missing somebody. Who are we missing? Let me go through the again. So it looks like we're probably missing Dragon Lord. No, there's Dragon Lord. We got Lanky. We got Jay. Oh, Cartman. I think we're missing Cartman. I'll try not to do any typing here. I've got my shock mount for my mic is doesn't have the right threading. I have to get an adapter for that. I know typing creates some nasty feedback. That's why we haven't started yet. We are waiting on Cartman. I'm using open broadcasting software, so I'm going to learn how to like do overlays and stuff. That way I can at least try to entertain people when we're sitting here doing nothing. It'd be a little more interesting than staring at a loading lobby. That's for sure. Hello, Becky. Should be doing winter morning 30 times, snow to rain. Knockhill, that's gonna be an ugly race. Knockhill is in this game. I haven't really played it in any other game, but I can tell you it is really, really bumpy. It can be a tough course to drive on with clear conditions. So actually racing this in the snow and the rain, it's gonna be a nightmare. Now I'm gonna tell you, most of the guys, pretty much every single one of these drivers here are top Rivals board, or put themselves easily on the first page of Rivals anytime they want. Excellent racers in this series. A lot of them also carry over to our GT series we run on Sundays. But I'm getting a bit of, if you're getting a bit antsy, I'm getting a bit antsy too. I'm ready to get this started. Oh, there's Cartman. He's not in the lobby yet, but he just at least posted on Discord so we know. Hey Bacon. Hey Ballistic, any chance you can get set up on Discord and use for Casual Racing Mondays with PJ? He hosts PJ hosts a Discord chat. I had some really good racing with you every week. Be nice to chat with you. And you should join us at SLR too, man. There's some really good racing going on. Oh, there we go. It looks like we got everybody. Cartman is in, so we should be getting started here soon. If you're getting any nasty feedback from my mic, let me know. I know typing it tends to do to do that until I get my shock mount in place. I have to go buy a thread adapter. That's great. I look forward to seeing you. Also, I can send you a link, or Vibe should be able to, because I believe he's the one who said he got you into CRM for SLR if you want to join us. I mean, we got 3 different racing series. You've got the touring car series, which we're doing today. Jay's running something else on Tuesday, and then we got our GT series on Sundays. And here we go. We are loading up. And I will put my camera back on. Yep. Hello. This bit of green screen overlay. I don't have an actual green screen, but as you can see, like, it doesn't quite focus. Let's use my camera focus to do this. And if you see the ChromaCast logo pop up over my face, that would be because I paid for it. I'm using the free version. It's kind of annoying. I would really prefer if they just like kept it at the bottom down here. But here we go. Looks like Toby's on pole. Toby's on pole. You've got Andy and Dragon Lord, Paradell, we use Nathan in Discord, Cartman, Davey, Linky. I'm going to stick with trackside for now. Let's see how it started. Oh, here we go. I'll move back to the front. See if we can get a good look at the start. Oh, look at that. All coming down the turn run. Let's see if anyone kind of bends it here. Looks like a good start. Pretty clean start. Toby's out to a good... And a Dragon Lord's actually a wheel user like me on front kit cars. There's not a whole lot of us out there. If I kind of keep turning away, it's not as easy to see this on my computer screen as it is when I look over at the TV. So I'll try and use this so that it doesn't look awkward to me. I'm constantly looking the other direction. We got Davey. Let's see if we can, it would be a little nice if we could up. Let's see if I can set my full screen on this. I can, but then I can't see the chat. Okay, Becky. Let's see here. We'll go over to Andy. I'm gonna have to pull up this. Andy's in second. Following that, Toby's already off to a 3-second lead. We've got followed by Nathan, Dragon Lord. It looks like Davey's going for the move. Dragon Lord. Oh, I do wish I could see the... Maybe we can put up the map to the track. Looks like Davey's got the move completed. Dragon Lord's starting to fall back. Got Dragon Lord, Cartman, Maddie. I tell you what, Maddie's fast. If anybody can work his way through the field, he's going to. Got a nice little competition going on here. I'll keep my eye out in the deltas in case I see some sort of more racing developing. Oh, someone went wide. Who was that? I think that was Dan O'Neill? No, it looks like it was Starkey went a little wide. Struggling with the conditions. Tell you what, it's gonna get really ugly once the rain starts. Move up. So Diaz goes for the move on hardcore. A little bit of bumping there. Hardcore's tried to get the cut back, but didn't get it. Oh, here we go. We're going in. They can make it 3 wide. Nope. Maddie's gonna hold off behind Lanky. Oh, Lanky went wide. Maddie goes around the outside. Makes the move stick. So we got Toby in the lead. Andy's in second, about 3.3 seconds. Nathan's right on his tail. We got a battle developing there. I'll try to keep an eye on that. Followed by Davey, Hartman, Dragon Lord with Maddie right on his tail. Maddie's gonna try and stick it around the outside of the last turn, and goes for the cut back down the straight. Uh-oh. Nope, he didn't quite get enough momentum out of it, so he had to pull right back in behind Hartman. Get the names great. I'll tell you what, Vibe was my teammate last season in the GT series, and he struggled at Merc, but now that he's not racing Mercs, really come on strong. Vibe is very fast. Regularly competing for the podiums every week in the GT series. This is the first time I've actually watched touring cars. This isn't the final week, this is actually week 1, so I got that mixed up. Oh, someone went wide. That was Dragon Lord. Maddie and gave Maddie a clean pass. Hartman is closing up on Davey. Follow this down to turn 1 and see how this goes. Davey's trying to make him very narrow going into the corner. Is he going to pull out wide and give Hartman space? Oh, sliding through it. Davey goes wide. Ooh, he might get a penalty. Is the game going to give him a penalty for that? No, looks like he gave him a pass. The penalties are tough on this game. You run wide and it gives you a penalty. This Cartman, oh man, he lost a lot of speed there. Maddie was able to make the pass. Uh-oh, Nathan's made it past Andy. There we go, let's go back here. Andy's trying to stay on him. Well, Kobe is on another level. Starting on pole gives him a big advantage though, especially as everyone starts fighting behind him. So he's basically got the clean shot. Nathan's on fire. Look at him move. He really got the pace today. So we'll see how that develops between Toby and him. Because right now it looks like he's maintaining 6 seconds. See if that continues to increase or if he can close that gap at all. So we got Toby in the lead, followed by Nathan. Andy at 7 seconds back. Davey at 11 seconds back. You got Maddie at 12. Hartman, it's 13 seconds. Vibe just over 13 seconds. So the field's starting to spread out. What car class? I like the GT cars, whether it's GT4s, GTEs, or the GT3s. Touring cars can be a lot of fun. I'm not a big fan of front-wheel drive. Oh, look at that. Vibe made the move on Cartman in turn 1. Clean through. I told you, Vibe's the one to watch out for. Yeah, I missed what happened to Davey. Might have to save the replay at the end of this to see what was happening. A couple things off. Okay, I need the players. And time. Okay. Let's see if we got any battles developing here. Dragon Lord's falling back a bit. And O'Neill. Zodiaz is in 12th. Starkey's in 13th. And Jay's in 14th. So the field's spread by about 30 seconds, and we're 8 laps in right now. So So we should be switching from snow to rain here at some point. Oh, there it goes. You can start seeing the raindrops. Let's move back up the field and see if we can find where the battles are. Kobe's already pushing his lead out. Go. Nathan's going through the final corner, followed by Andy. Nathan's stretching his lead, but let's keep an eye on Matt and see how he's doing. See if he's closing that gap to Andy and Nathan at all. If anybody can, Andy's won a few of the Rivals events in the past couple weeks, so if anybody could kind of make a run at Toby, it might be him. Oh, look at that. He's staying at a clean 11. He's starting to close the gap on Andy. It's going to be getting slick out there with the rain over the snow. Things should get interesting real fast. Okay, I'm looking back through the... Looks like we're pretty much in the train right now. Maybe Dan O'Neill and Zodiaz. Looks like they're pretty close. No, about a full second. No, opened up the gap there. I'm not sure what happened to Dragon Lord. He must have lost control. Looks like he's got Toby coming up on him. He's going to end up getting lapped. Days in 13th. Starkey's coming up on Zodiaz. Oh, Zodi went wide. Starkey's going for the move. Oh, contact sent him wide. And Starkey went wide. Zodiaz comes right back, takes the position. People are struggling out there with that rain. I would expect to see some contact. Looks like Maddie's closing up. He's closing up on Andy. Getting closer. It's definitely, I wonder if that way it looks more natural if I'm looking at the TV a little bit, so I'm not turning my head so much. I'm going to have to figure out a better setup for this. Put my camera over in front of the TV that way. Look at the TV while doing this. And look over at the chat to see what everyone's saying. Probably a little easier that way. Right now, the closest battle on the field I can see is here with Cartman and Davey. Davey's right on Cartman's tail. Going through turns 1 and 2. Again, we got that little, it's not quite a hairpin, tight 90 degree. This is a dangerous spot. If you catch too much curb here, this is where, oh, he cut it. He got a penalty. That allows Davey to move by. Lanky. Ooh, that was a big mistake by Cartman. Track limits, they're a pain on this. Even when you lose time, lots of times it'll give you a penalty. Oh, Maddie's starting to get closer to Andy. It's going to be interesting. You only got 3 laps left to go. A half a second separating. So let's keep an eye on this battle as we get closer here to the end, and I'll pull back. So it looks like the rest of the field's spread out a bit. Will Andy be able to hold off Maddie? That's the question. There is a draft in this game, but on this track it's really not going to make much of a difference. Going into the final turn, Maddie's going to try the wide cutback, but Andy sat on the apex, so that didn't work. He's gonna have to follow him down the straight. When he goes slightly wide, it looks like Maddie took the better corner, but there's just nowhere to go into that corner. Gonna have to follow him here through the uphill chicane. What a battle. Maybe just not giving him anywhere to go. Going for the really wide. Let's see if he can carry the speed out of the straight. Nope. I think that actually cost Maddie quite a bit. Yeah, it looks like Andy's managed to stretch his lead to about 1.3 seconds, so I don't think he's going to be able to catch it. But Toby's getting close to the end here, so let's keep an eye out. You can see Nathan in the background, but maintain the gap with Toby, but just wasn't able to gain any further. Coming to the final lap down the straight, we've got Toby. He's going to cross the line for the win. Park the catastrophe for him. Then we got, Nathan got a penalty. And then we got by Andy. Oh, we missed it too. Nathan recovers. Maddie comes in third. He's going to cross the line in third. Followed by SLR Andy. 5 comes in 5th. Davey and Cartman coming down to the finish line. Davey, Cartman, followed by Lanky. 4, Darky, Zodiaz, and O'Neill. And that takes us to the finish. So that does for race 1. I tell you, Vibe has really come on strong. He really has. There's your final finishes. 13th was SLRJ and 14th was Dragon Lord. And I agree with you, Ballistic. Vibe is really... Yeah, once he got out of that Merc in our GT series, it was like, wow, that thing was holding you back. Felt bad for him joining me as a teammate and pushing him into that. So that's race 1 in the books. Let me check the schedule here real quickly. It looks like we have Alton Park is next. After that, it's going to be Nürburgring Sprint Short, followed by Monza Short. Let me mute my mic for a moment. You didn't need to hear me coughing, so I'm going to take a 1-minute break. And I will be back in just a moment. Definitely feel free to give me any feedback. This is really just kind of a test stream for me to get hang of what I'm doing. I wanted to see if I could kind of make this work. I might not be the most exciting person to listen to, so definitely keep the chat coming. If you've got anything you want to talk about, we can talk about it while we're following the action. I'll be back in a moment.
เข้าไปบัญชีอยู่ที่เบสเลย
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and turn my mic off. I'm smoking, so I got the... You don't need to watch me do that. But I will talk with everybody as we get this second race started. We are Alton Park Island. That is the... not the short track version, but the... instead of going all the way around the... what is it, like the hook, it's got the hairpin instead. So it's shorter than the full, I think, international version. Not sure. So here we go. It looks like Dan O'Neill gets the pole. Look at that, Toby. Let's see if he runs away with this one again. But Nathan's going to start out right behind him. You've got Hardcore in 4th, Andy in 5th, followed by Starkey, Hartman, Dragon Lord, Maddie, Davey, Zodi, Blanky, Vibes in 13th, and Jay starting in 14th. So we'll see how this goes. Should be starting here in a moment. And here we go. Here we go, heading towards turn 1. Dano got a good start. Oh, going wide there. Fall back into the pack, that's for sure. Oh, Hardcore, he actually managed to hold on, but Toby making him move around the side, but Toby's struggling in the rain, so Hardcore holds on. Toby falls back and forth as Davey takes advantage. And up into 3rd. Here we go to the hairpin. Let's see what happens here. Davey couldn't make it stick, and Toby goes up the inside. Now Davey's got to deal with Andy coming up his inside. Nice and tight racing as we go to the chicane. We're gonna go side. Anyone trying to make it side by side through there? Doesn't look like it. Everyone's playing it safe. It is 13 laps. Andy's making a move to the outside. It'll be interesting through this sweeper here. Who's going to carry the exit speed is really going to be the question. Somebody's struggling ahead of him. Andy pulls back in behind Davey. It looks like Toby was struggling. The Hardcore maintains 2nd. Dan's in the lead. Andy is all over Davey, but he's got to contend with Maddie right behind him, who's moved his way up quickly through the field. Be a lot of bumper to tail action here. Good tight racing. Go on board with like Andy isn't letting Davey get away. Davey right on Toby's tail. Yeah, Davey's going for it. Let's try damn, here we got, no, Andy made the move. Go, you got Andy holding on. Take it from the Andy's view from the cockpit. Now most people are roller players, mostly being chased. Nathan back here actually uses cockpit view all the time. He's a controller player. Wow, look at this field. It's tight and nobody getting away. First 8 are almost 2 seconds of each other. Let's go back to track side. All over Andy going towards turn 1. Puckett in right behind him. What got me into sim racing, Bacon, was just my love of racing. So I went through a period in my life where I was just like I kind of was trying to play Forza with a wheel and it just wasn't working. So eventually I switched to grid and now I'm playing Project Cars 3. I do have a set of Corsa Competizione, which I played for a while. However, this is just easier to jump into. Move the webcam back to the front here so you can see me. But lately here, I've really gotten interested in more of this content creation. I want to see if I can improve on this and do overlays and show people in the standings and everything. Here we go. We've got Toby's made a pass. Both Dan and Neon Hardcore. I should have kept an eye on him. Let's see if he can pull out his lead. They can hold on to him. Davies moved up to third. Hardcore must have had a moment there. Right back here, Davies going for the move on Dano in turn one. Got the inside line. Can he make it stick? Oh yeah, look at that. Using all of the track. And Dano Neo made the cutback, so he's still on it. Side by side. Dano had the better exit speed coming from the outside, but Davey has the inside. Down the straight. You're gonna have a hard time holding them off. And to the hairpin. And it looks like David's being clean. He's actually staying right on Toby. Toby is not getting away this time. And he made the move on Dano and the hairpin. Dano's gonna follow him. It looked like he might. He was looking to maybe stick his nose there, but thought better of it. He's all over Dano. We'll keep an eye on this for a moment. Oh yeah, I can actually do that right now. So let me go to video. Oh, I didn't realize the video capture. It's that high. So how's the mic coming through now? I can actually move the mic closer to me. I had it a little far, so I didn't want it to be too loud, like I was screaming into it. I didn't realize the game sound was that loud. So let's turn that down a bit. Is that better? Excellent. Yeah, so the mic's a little closer to me, so I should come through a little better. Let's see if I can increase this size of this so I can just watch it on the... There we go. Yep. I can do this all on the fly. I am learning OBS. How's that? Little better with the game sound? I can't actually hear it since I don't have it running through my speakers. I don't want it to be like the mic picking up and giving you reverb sound. So definitely any feedback on that. It helps me kind of get my settings straight to where I want them. Also gives me an idea how close or how far I should be from the mic. You can't see it, but it's almost hanging right here in front of me. So oh my gosh, Davey has made the move on Toby and he has gone into the lead. Look at that. Davey's on fire. He fired for this race. You know, Toby won't let him get away easy though. Maddie and Dano are still going at it. Dano is just not giving it up. Excellent, excellent racing here. You've got Dano, Maddie, and Hardcore all back to back. You got Cartman trying to make the move on Hardcore, but it didn't work. Oh man, it's actually getting a little difficult to see. Let's switch to a different... Oh, Dano went wide. Cartman and Hardcore got past him. Take a watch into the hairpin. Ooh, Hardcore goes for... Ooh. Kind of forced his way in there. That might get a review later on. Dandy didn't quite have anywhere to go for that one. Toby's made his way past Davey again, and Maddie's right up, gaining on him. This is going to be an interesting three-way battle for the lead. And with the fog, the trackside isn't super easy to see. What a recovery by Hardcore. Look at that. 4th place. So that move, that might get a review from the stewards after this. Definitely some tough racing going on. Yeah, a little bit. These cars are for a little bit of bumping there, but you don't want to push anyone out of the way. Hartman's right on Andy going into turn 1. It looks like he backs out though a bit. So let's go on board with Andy. Go up here to Maddie and see what's going on with the lead. Into the hairpin. He is right on Davey's bumper. Andy got past Hardcore, so he's now in 4th. Cartman is all over Hardcore. Oh, look at it. Zodiaz moved up the field. He's not very far behind. Got a bit of a train going here. Let's flip over here. We can see how far back this train goes. You've got 1 through 8 are still within 3 seconds of each other after 3 laps. I'm using a Hyper Solo Cast. I did end up buying a boom arm and a shock mount, and the shock mount came with a little screen I've got over top of it, which seems to help with the sound a bit. I've been learning way more about sound and mics than I ever really thought I'd know. Once I get the shock mount in place, I actually should be able to do some typing without it reverbing through the mic. Oh man, Dano's falling back. 5 Zodiaz are fighting. Let's go for this. Let's watch this battle right here. 5 is all over Zodi. He took the inside line through there, but coming up to the hairpin that puts him on the outside. So is he going to be able to clear and hold the apex? Nope. Zodiaz holds the inside. So let's see who gets the better exit speed. Oh. Zodi managed to hold it out and pull in front coming out of the exit. Go back. Oh man, you can barely even use trackside once it's foggy and rainy like this. Let's see if using bumper cam is like. So right now we are on board with Vibe right behind Zodi. He's got the inside line. What a move. It's a shame I can't move the camera like I can in replay. Oh, Vibe's made the move in the final corner. Go over to Zodi. He's now got Nathan all over him. Here, we'll go on board with Nathan for a little bit, who's got Dragon Lord on his outside. We'll actually go to Cockpit Pan, just since that's what Nathan actually races in. And we'll follow along with him as he chases down Zodi. Yeah, I'm still getting used to racing in the wet, but at least with these cars, they're front-wheel drive cars. Looks like Dragon Lord's made the pass on Nathan, and Lanky's going for the move too. Nathan's really struggling here. And I say struggling, I mean, look at that. The top 12 are all within 6 to 7 laps after 9 laps. This is absolutely amazingly close racing. So let's head back to the front. Toby stretches lead over Davey by a second, and Maddie's 0.3 of a second behind Davey. It's going to be, unless they work together to try and catch Toby, he's probably gone at this point. And if they, because any battling they do is going to stretch his lead out significantly. And he's not too far behind either, so any fighting by them lets Andy back into that battle. And then you got a 2-second gap to Hardcore and Cartman, who are just definitely going at it. Oh, Cartman goes up the inside. Hardcore was not able to get the cutback, so Cartman made it stick. Not only that, Vibe snuck his way through too. So now Vibe is on Cartman. Thank you. I appreciate that, Becky. Let's see if we can go back to track side and see if it's visible what's going on. Vibe is all over Cartman. Going through the hairpin, try to go up the inside, but just nope, no exit speed. Cartman's able to pull away. Still trying to keep an eye. It looks like Davey is actually starting to catch Toby. He's only half a second behind, so if he gets even closer, we'll go back up there. But right now, you've got a good battle going on between Vibe and Cartman. I tell you what, I mean, you're talking some of the fastest racers in this game. You got MW Starkey regularly is in like the top 3 in Rivals, and it just shows you how fast these guys are. Absolutely amazing racing going here. And keeping our eye on it. It looks like Maddie's starting to track down Davey. Toby's opened his lead back up to about 7/8 tenths of a second. We'll keep it. Oh. Uh-oh, Cartman had an incident. We turned away for a moment, and he fell all the way back down to 8th. It's a shame I can't just do a quick replay and go back and see what happened. I mean, most of the action in here is all the way from 5th to 9th. I mean, you've got all within like a second or... Look at it, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people within like a second and a half of each other. Really locked down. It looks like 5th for the moment. Hardcore is holding on. He's got Dragon Lord all over him though. Looks like the fog's cleared just a little bit, so it's a little easier to see. Oh, Dragon Lord is putting the pressure on. Right on his bumper. But he fell back a little bit there. Now he's got Cartman all over him. Ooh, Hardcore lost some speed. Dragon Lord was able to go up the inside. Oh, is Cartman going to be able to follow him through? Let's go on board with Cartman here. He's going for the move. And is he going to be able to make it stick? Dragon Lord has caught up the Vibe. Look at him go for that. Oh man, he tried to cut back on Vibe, but slid too much and lost too much speed. Looks like Maddie's gotten past Davey. Is he going to be able to track down Toby? Probably not, with only a lap and a half left remaining. And then Davey's 1.7 seconds back. Andy's 2.2. Followed by Vibe, Cartman, Hardcore. Starkey's moved up to 8th. Nathan's moved his way up. Zodi's right behind them. Go back to trackside here. It's like you got Nathan is really trying to make the move, trying to stick it on Starkey. Looks like we only got 1 lap remaining. So we'll go back to the front. Oh my gosh, what happened to Toby? We missed it. He must have had an incident and went wide. Maddie's in the lead, followed by Andy in second. We'll go with the battle right here, because now you've got Davey going for the move on Andy. But that costs him speed. That's allowing Toby to come up beside him. Here we go. Toby's trying to get his positions back, but Davey holds the inside line, and he should be able to slot it in right ahead of Toby. You got Maddie in the lead, Andy, followed by Davey and Toby. battle for second. Toby took, oh well, oh wow. I can't believe he got that level of exit speed on the exit through the hairpin. So here we go down into the chicane. Side by side, they're going for it. Oh, and Davey Gaughan's a little wide. Toby's able to make it stick. That allows Maddie and Andy to get away. Too wide through there is dangerous, as you just saw. And that cost Davey. Just lost a little bit of control. So here we go. We're coming down to the final corner. Heck yeah. What a finish. So Maddie is heading to the lead. He should take the win, followed by Andy. Toby's going to come in third, followed by Davey. Let me get back here. Oh, Vibe got a penalty. Oh my gosh. Cartman's going to make a pass at the final. Vibe loses 2 places on the final corner due to a penalty. And it looks like that's going to be the final standings. Wow, look at that. The whole field finished within about 15 seconds of each other. Let's take a look. 17.7 seconds for last place. 13 laps. Look how close it is. We got Maddie, followed by Andy, Toby, Davey in 4th, Cartman in 5th. It looks like Hardcore Vibe on that penalty went to 7th. Starkey in 8th. Nathan in 9th. Zodi in 10th. Jay in 11th. Dan O'Neill in 12th. And I didn't quite get to the last 2. Wow, that was a crazy finish. That's what I love about SLR, man. The racing is so intense and tight. We're actually changing up our GT Sunday for next. We're changing it up next season so that people don't know the tracks ahead of time until the day of. And the reason we're doing this is people were practicing all week and almost turning it into a job. So by not telling people the tracks, they're not going to be able to, or they're not going to feel pressured to practice all week long. Wow, craziness. That was an amazing race. Next up on the docket is Nürburgring Sprint Short. It'll be 13 laps. And this one's going to be clear, it looks like. In summer in the afternoon, 50 times. So most likely we'll end at nighttime. So no rain in this one. Crazy snow. It is tough to keep up with the action. It is a bit of a shame that I can't like do replays and like go back and oh my gosh and see what happened. Yeah, that was pretty wild. Looks like we're getting it started. Davey runs a tight ship. He keeps things moving. I'm hoping the live chat works this time. The last time I did a live stream, the chat didn't actually show up. So once this is all recorded, I'm hoping the live stream is actually there. Or the chat's actually there. All right. Oh, look at Dano's got his second pole. He did some tough racing last race. It just didn't work out for him. Vibe starting in second, followed by... There, we'll do it this way. Followed by Dragon Lord, Andy in 4th, Cartman in 5th, Davey in 6th, Darky in 7th, Maddie in 8th, Nathan in 9th, Toby in 10th, or no, Zodi in 10th, Toby in 11th, Hardcore in 12th, Lanky in 13th, Jay in 14th. So I'm actually going to... Turn 1 is crazy on this track, so I'm actually going to leave it in this view for the start with Jay in the back, and we'll see how crazy this gets. Here we go. Jay got a decent start. right past Lanky right from the get-go. So I am going to move up the field a little bit so we can see what happens in turn 1. Here we go. Dano's getting pressured right away. We'll go down the track side. And it looks like Dano's held on to first. He's got Davey right in his bumper. Vibes fighting back. Not giving up his position easily. But Davey's holding on. Dano struggled through that kind of sweeping left-hander. So now they're going to come down to the straight. Looks like Davey's going to have the straightaway speed to just peel off in front of Vibe. And Vibe and Danny, oh, they're going to make it 3 wide through the chicane. Look at this madness. Now they backed off a little bit. Wow. Andy managed to take advantage of that one and sneak through. The Vibe is in third, going to the final corner. He's got Dragon Lord right on his tail, with Cartman behind him. So let's follow along with this for just a little bit to see how this plays out. Vibe's going down the inside. Dragon Lord's got the outside. Vibe broke late. Oh man, they kept it clean. Look at this side-by-side racing. A little bumping, but nothing major. Dragon Lord made the move stick. Took them both corners to pull it off. Vibe's just getting attacked. And I tell you, you can struggle too. Once one person attacks you, usually the next person's right on top of you. Especially when you're in a chain like that. You could easily find yourself out of position from multiple corners and multiple people getting by you. So he did well to recover there to fourth. Cartman is not letting up. Coming down to the chicane. Cartman's going for the move. And it looks like he's going to make it stick. I do wish I could resize everything so I didn't have this. So I could change players and see who it is, but it didn't cover almost half the screen. So we got a train going down. We're going to come back and see if there's any movers in the back. Ooh, who is that? Somebody went for the move. And I think it was Jay. Paid a price. It looks like he had about 5 people sneak by him. Kobe's going for the move on Maddie. And he ends up right up on the inside of Dan O'Neill. Look at that. Dano takes the inside, but Toby's got the faster line through the outside and uses the full width of the track to make the move stick, and Maddie follows him right through. And this is how he moves through the field so darn fast. I tell you what, this race is going to get crazy because Toby's not going to sit in his laurels and Maddie's not going to let him get away. Let's head back to the front because you got Andy. Oh, Andy took the lead. And this is why I wish I could replay. Andy's got the lead, followed by Davey going into the final corner. Cartman's up to third. Dragon Lord right on his tail, followed by Vibe in fifth. And Vibe has got Toby all over him. Let's go. I'll be curious to see what move Toby makes here. He goes to the outside for it as... Oh, that's a good move because if you can hang the outside... Oh my gosh, he just went past Vibe and up the inside of Dragon Lord. Almost 2 moves in one. He's got the outside. It's not really a hairpin, but kind of. 180-degree corner. Let's follow on board without all the clutter here for a moment. So Toby goes up the inside. He's going to have much better exit speed. Dragon Lord drifted there a little bit. That's going to cost him speed down the straight. You got Vibe. Vibe's still all over Toby. He's not letting him go. Stuck it up the inside, but Toby took the better line through. Maddie's right there. Here, I think this might be too loud. Let me turn down the race sound just a little bit. But Andy's still got the lead. We're on board with Maddie right now. He's taking the outside line. Ooh, Vibe gets a penalty. You saw that cut coming. He's back to 7th. Back to 8th before he finally got unghosted from the penalty. And we're heading into the night. I'm going to head back here to trackside. If it gets difficult to see, I'm going to go back to the chase cam views. We'll start off at the top. You got Andy in the lead. Yeah, you get pushing hard and you're going to make those kinds of mistakes. You can definitely see a sound difference. A good trackside. I actually need to turn it back up a bit. So Andy in the lead. Davies a second and a half behind. Cartman's 3.4 seconds behind with Toby all over him. Maddie's right on Toby's tail. And Dragon Lord's right behind me. We got second or third through 6th. All in less than a second right there. You see Cartman trying to break the draft. Looks like he did a decent job of it. So he didn't have to fight off Toby into those corners, but Toby's not going to make it easy for him. He's coming up the outside here, going into the 180-degree turn. And this is the corner, this left-hander here, where Toby makes those move. He goes really wide and fires up the outside. Look at that. Cartman lost just a little bit of control, and Toby's by. Now he's got to contend with Maddie. Maddie's putting the pressure on. Dragon Lord ain't letting him get away either. You can see Maddie's trying to follow Toby, but didn't have enough draft to get side by side, and it actually cost him because now Dragon Lord's able to make the move. Nathan's got his nose stuck up in there as well. Maddie's trying to hold it around the outside, and he does. But he definitely lost. Not only did he not gain a spot, he actually lost a spot to Dragon Lord through there, through the chicane. Andy's out in the lead. Davy's not too far behind. Toby spread his lead over Cartman just got a penalty, and there goes Maddie and Nathan right by him. Those penalties, they hurt. When the field is this close, even this 7 laps into a race, you lose 2 spots just for like a half a second penalty. See, we'll go through the field. Dragon Lord is in 7th. Zodi in 8th. Ooh. We got Jay, Hardcore. Hey, let's go through Jay, Hardcore, Vibe. Vibe's falling back to 11th. That earlier penalty cost him. He's got Lanky coming up his inside. He broke late, but he had Hardcore in front of him, and it cost him. Well, we'll stay on board with Vibe a bit. We got a bit of a battle going on here. Starkey's falling back. Lanky I think he got penalized through there. Ooh, poor Dan O'Neill. What happened? Oh my gosh. I don't even know what's going on here. Dan O'Neill broke the game. Alright, so back to the lead. Andy's 1.3 seconds ahead. Davey, Toby's 4 seconds behind. They're holding out that lead. And Maddie's not going to let Toby get away. I tell you what, Maddie's just a savant too. He drives slightly different than Toby. Like, so Toby is, if you watch him, he is super, super smooth with everything he does. Like, everything is super precise. And Maddie is just about as fast. But he actually, lots of times, will put just a slight bit of slide into the car. So we're not talking like drifting. We're talking, he uses a little more slip angle than most drivers would. He just takes advantage, full advantage of whatever the game will let him get away with. But it is interesting comparing their styles, given how close they are. This is going to be a good battle, because, I mean, if anyone can match up with Toby, it's going to be Maddie. But we'll stay on board with this for a moment. We'll go to trackside, and we'll clear up the clutter so you can see the racing. See what's going on here between Toby and Maddie. Ah, Toby's lights are off. I mean, it's not too bad in this game without the lights, but... I wonder if he has it set lights to push to on set, so you have to push to turn them on instead of automatic. I can see how you can forget it, because like in clear night you can still see pretty well. Toby's gained a little bit of distance. I'm going to assume Maddie was pressing just a little bit, but we'll follow them down the straight here. Nope, Maddie's not close enough for a move, but he's definitely going to just go bumper to bumper with Toby through these corners. Great racing. Nathan's not too far behind. He's pretty much out in his own. Looks like Hartman, Zodiaz has moved up to 7th. He's got Dragon Lord behind him, followed by Hardcore. Jay and Vibe are battling it out. We'll follow along with this battle for a moment. The Jay's in the yellow and blue. Vibe's in the K&N. Liveried version of the car. Ooh. Oh, my head's in the way. Yeah, let's follow along here for a little bit. We are on lap 10 of 13, so we got a few laps. Looks like this is going to be a good battle. Going through the final corner, Vibe's up the inside, so it's a drag race down the straight, but it looks like Jay has the exit speed, so he's going to have to pull in behind him. But with this long straight, he should be able to use the draft a little bit, potentially go for the moves. He going to go for the inside or try the outside line? He goes the outside. Jay goes a little too deep and has to cut off the throttle. But Vibe did not have the angle to get by him. And Jay's able to slot in front of him just as they go into the 180-degree turn. But they've caught up to Hardcore, even with the battling. Vibe's not letting it go, though. He's right on his tail. Oof. Look at that. I should really know the corner names. That'd make it easier to say what they're doing. So that's definitely something to keep in mind for the future. So I know either if it's got corner names or whether it's got the corner number. Oh no, Vibe got a penalty. Through that chicane, it's very dangerous to cut those. And he paid the price for it. Oof. Alright, let's head back up to the lead. We're on lap 12. Andy's a second ahead of Davey. Toby has cut the gap to 2 seconds, so he's closed in, and Maddie's still right behind him. Let's see if those two can catch Andy and Davey for the final lap. We'll keep an eye on that. Followed by Nathan in 5th, Cartman in 6th, Dragon Lord's in 7th, and a battle with Zodiaz. Oh, he gets a penalty, which allows Zodiaz past, allows Hardcore past, allows Jay past. Now Starkey He lost 4 places to that penalty. He's still fighting off Starkey. Wow. Penalties, man. They are killer. Absolutely killer. Let's head back out to the lead. We're getting close to the end of this race. Let's see if, oh, Davey must have had a mistake. We missed it. Toby's into second, and he's only 1 second behind Andy. Looks like Toby's gotten this track figured out. Maddie's going up on the outside of Davey into turn 1. It gives him the inside if he can get there, but he can't get there for turn 2. Davey's able to maintain that. Let's stay on board with Davey and Maddie. We'll keep an eye on the relative to see if Toby closes in on Andy. Now this is the final lap of the race, and you've got Davey and Maddie going at it. Uh-oh. I might need to actually come back up here. Going towards the chicane, Toby's within half a second of Davey, and he's got the draft all the way down. That's going to close that gap to 3/10 by the time they get to the chicane. Just one small mistake by Andy will cost him. Look at that, right on his bumper. But no, Andy actually took the chicane smoother. Was able to get out with the exit speed. So it looks like going into the final quarter, Andy's going to be able to hold on for the win. Followed by Toby in second. Davey in third. Maddie in fourth. Cartman in fifth. Nathan in sixth. Zodiaz has come around in seventh. Jay in eighth. Oh, Dragon Lord. He's on the outside. Is he going to be able to hold off Hardcore to the finish line? Yes. Dragon Lord in Hardcore. Followed by Starkey. And Vibe. Oh, all the way to the finish line. Starkey beat Vibe to the finish line. And coming in 13th is Lanky. Looks like Dan O'Neill got disconnected. So there's your final standings. Andy, Toby, Davey, Maddie, Cartman, Nathan, Zodiaz, Jay, Dragonlord, Hardcore, Starkey, and my head's in the way. Vibe and Lanky. What a race. Excellent win for Andy. He held on. So let's see if they're going to be able to get... There we go. I lost the stream. Hello? You guys hear me? All right. Here we go. So we're back up now. Excellent. A little word there. So we got one more race. We're going to be at Monza Short. Looks like they got Dan O'Neill back in. He must have just disconnected. So they should be starting here in a moment. There's been some excellent racing from everybody. While we're waiting, I'm going to take just a moment. I will be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Don't have any major viewership going on here, so hope you don't mind if I smoke. Yeah, there's no green screen, so what you're seeing is the camera's using its focus to put me in the background, but it gets jaggedy at the edges because as parts of me go out of focus, it kind of cuts them off. I've been trying to think of what I can do for a green screen because I'd just rather do that. First of all, I don't feel like paying for chroma key as you see it come up in the middle of my face. And if I can actually do like a green blanket and just hang it behind me, that would actually be much more effective than this. Because the camera should be 720p. I'm not sure if I'm doing 720p or 1080p for my stream. I'm not gonna buy a green blanket on eBay. I'm pretty sure I can find something that'll work. Yeah, I can probably go to Walmart and get a blanket or go to the craft store and just buy some like green fabric. Yeah. I've had that happen too where I've loaded up YouTube videos and it's got me set to like 360p. It's like, why is this so blurry? Especially when I'm checking my own stream. I could have swore I was uploading in 1080p. So, I'm not sure what to hold up. Let me check Discord, see what's going on. Oh, 5-minute break. Yeah, it's been some pretty intense racing. I'm actually going to... I'm still here. I'm going to... while I'm smoking, I'm going to actually put my web ground to the back. Move it to the back so you can't see me. There we go. I'm still here, though. How's the sound doing, by the way? I was playing with it. When I go to the chase cam, I notice it's a lot louder than when I'm using trackside. So I kind of need to adjust the volume on the fly when I do that. This is actually quite a bit of fun. If I can get enough viewers for these commentation, keep it going because the biggest issue I've been having so far is really you miss some great action and you don't have like a replay option to go back and you don't have a replay option to go back and see what happened. I don't think it was allowing me to actually save the replays at the end either. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna figure out how to link a window capture of Discord so I can pull up like standings and such. This is week 1, so there's no standings to go by. But I want maybe if I do this again next week, I would like to actually be able to pull it up at the start. Now I'm going to actually be streaming Sunday, but I plan to race a couple of the races and commentate for 2 of them. So I'm probably going to race Sonoma and Watkins Glen, but the Indianapolis and Interlagos, the second and third races, I'm going to actually pull back and commentate on. If anyone's interested in watching Sunday. Yeah, this has been good fun. And here we go. Let's see how this race starts off. Is Toby and Maddie going to have to fight from the back again, or are they going to be up towards the front to start with? Looks like Jay's got the pole with Toby right on him, so this will be an interesting start. Vibes in third, followed by Andy, Dragon Lord, Starkey, Nathan, Hardcore, Cartman, Maddie's in 10th, Zodi, Lanky, Dano, and Davies all the way in last to start with. So we'll go on board here with Davey at the start. Actually, I'm going to move up because turn 1 is going to be really interesting. So we'll go on board here with Dragon Lord starting in 5th for the start. And here we go. Oh, Jay got a bad start. Oh, something's wrong with Jay. Toby's into the lead going into turn 1. Starkey goes up the inside of Dragon Lord. This is a really short track. Look at that, 30 laps. This is going to be crazy. Dragon Lord's got Maddie already all over him. Maddie moved from 10th all the way to 6th. We'll go over here to track side. Right now we are on board with Maddie. He's going in the Parabolica. He's going up the inside of Hardcore. Will he be able to make it stick? It looks like it. Nathan is following him through. I believe that's... Yep, that's Nathan. Here we'll go on board with Cockpit for Nathan since he drives in Cockpit. I'm wondering if I can use my keyboard to adjust this view. Let me see. Nope. It didn't let me do it. Here, I will come back, bring my webcam back to the forefront. You can see in that rear view mirror, Nathan's got quite a few people all over him. It's Starkey and Hardcore. We're going to move all the way back to the front. Go track side with Vibe. As they come back down the straight. Vibe's got Andy all over him heading towards turn 1. Using the draft to kind of get the advantage. Andy's up the inside, but Vibe looks like he's going to hold the outside line on him. Let's see who gets the extra speed. Yeah, they're letting Toby start to get away a little bit. Andy's coming up the inside, going in towards Parabolica. And he should be able to make this stick. Vibe's going to end up running a little wide. Dragon Lord's trying to follow Andy through. Yep. Looks like Vibe's going to hold on for the moment. But he's still got Dragon Lord coming up the inside. And Maddie right on their tail. Going into turn 1, Dragon Lord's got the insides. They're going to be able to make it stick. Looks like it for the moment. Multiple corners, but Vibe's cutting back to go down the straight, heading towards Parabolica. But Dragon Lord's able to make it stick. He slots right in front of Vibe. You got Maddie's right on Vibe's tail. Heading towards Parabolica. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Vibe holds the inside line. Maddie runs a little wide. Loses a little bit of speed. Vibe's up the inside of Dragon Lord, heading down the straight. And let's see. Vibe and Dragon Lord side by side. Dragon Lord's in the white and yellow. Vibe's in the blue. Oh, Maddie's trying to swing it around the outside. Doesn't make it work. Here we go. We're going to slide in down the back straight. Heading down, you've got Toby's pulling away with 1.4 second lead. You got Andy, Vibe, Dragon Lord, Maddie, and Nathan's right on their tail. Heading into Parabolica. Let's see what happens. This has been interesting every time we've gone through there. A couple people take it really wide to hold the speed down the straight. Tell you what, vibes up the inside of Andy. Heading towards turn 1. Ooh. Looks like Vibe's going to make it stick. Andy goes a little wide. Vibe slots in front of him. No, they're really not. Toby's not really quite getting away either. He's still got a 1.4 second lead. A lot of battling going on, but they're also kind of using the draft. Vibe's held his lead. Dragon Lord's on the inside as Andy comes on the outside of him. Looks like Maddie's trying to poke his nose in there, but nowhere to go. Andy follows Dragon Lord to the inside. Oh, he had to let off and slide in behind Andy, but Dragon Lord makes the move on Andy stick. Here we go. All the way down the straight. You've got Andy on the outside, Dragon Lord on the inside. Maddie's following Andy while Nathan is trying to sneak up the inside of Maddie. Here, let's go trackside like this. It looks like Vibe lost a little speed going wide, so he's got Dragon Lord and Andy right on his tail. Vibe covers off the inside. Dragon Lord's behind him. Andy's going to try and take the outside, but Maddie's going to try and follow Dragon Lord. Nope, he goes outside to follow Andy. You got Andy and Maddie on the wide line. Vibe holds the inside, and the blue you got in the white and yellow was Dragon Lord. It looks like Andy made the move stick. Oh, look at that speed he's got down the straight. Vibe's on the inside, Andy on the outside. Just like the last time, Maddie's following the outside. Maddie keeps it closer, making it much more narrow. He's on the inside of Dragon Lord. Oh, coming down the back straight. Wow, look at this. This is just crazy. So still Vibe, Dragon Lord in the white and yellow. Andy's going in right behind Dragon Lord. Maddie's behind Vibe. Side by side down the straight in the Parabolica. Ooh, a little bit of bumping in there. Dragon Lord's on the inside. Vibe's trying to hold the outside. You got a bunch of people going wide. So Dragon Lord makes a move on Vibe. Vibe's coming down the straight with Andy on his inside and Maddie on his outside. They're going 3 wide. You got Andy on the inside, Maddie on the outside, Vibe in the middle. Nathan trying to follow Maddie. Oh, look at that. Maddie breaks late. Tries to hold the outside line again. Slots right in behind Dragon Lord with Vibe behind him. Oh, this is crazy. You got Andy with Nathan, Cartman. Even Starkey's right there. Crazy. Toby's out in the lead. He's got a 3-second lead thanks to all this fighting. But Dragon Lord's got Maddie on his outside going into Parabolica. We'll get more exit speed. Maddie tucks in behind with Vibe right on his tail. Going down the front straight. Let's see how this plays out. Maddie takes the outside line. It's worked for him. We're going 3 wide into turn 1. Vibe's diving up the inside. Dragon Lord's in the middle. And Maddie's got the clean line. He's going to make it through. He gets past Vibe. Vibe was stuck, Dragon Lord was stuck in the middle, and now Vibe's got the inside heading down the back stretch. That's allowed Andy to catch back up on him. Maddie gets away a little bit, though, because of all this fighting. Then you got Dragon Lord, Vibe behind him, and Andy's sticking him up the inside. Andy's going to make the move on Vibe going into Parabolica. He keeps the tighter line. Oh my gosh. Andy's got the inside of Dragon Lord. Heading down the straight. Vibe lost out a bit on that as Starkey was able to sneak up the inside of him. So Starkey's in the white and blue. Now, if you notice some people have the same livery, they are on the same team. So that's what that means. So, wow. You've got Starkey on the inside, Vibe on the outside. Going down the back stretch, side by side. It looks like Cartman's trying to make it a battle as well. Can he sneak up the inside of Starkey and make it 3 wide into Parabolica? He can. Oh, Cartman slots in behind. Starkey's going for the move on Vibe. Vibe goes really wide. So now you've got Cartman on the inside, Starkey in the middle, Vibe on the outside. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Nathan's still trying to stick his nose in there. He backs off. Ooh, he does the cutback. Oh, what a move by Nathan. He gets around 3 people almost at once. Look at that. Is he going to be able to make this stick? I think he just went from 8th to 6th, almost pulling it off, getting past Cartman. And my controller battery. I hope this lasts. Wow. What's some crazy racing there. Going into Parabolica, you've got Andy, followed by Dragon Lord, followed by Cartman, with Vibe right on his tail, Starkey and Nathan. Looks like Nathan lost out. He's back down to 8th as Starkey and... Oh, he's still fighting with Starkey. Starkey's on the inside, though. What's going to happen going into turn 1? Starkey sticks the inside. Nathan's on the outside. They're holding it side by side through the... going onto the back straight, but it looks like Starkey's going to gain the advantage and be able to slot right in ahead. Wow. Craziness. Let's start at the top. He's got Toby in the lead. He's got a 4-second lead over Maddie, followed by Dragon Lord and Andy. And they are just close enough to get the draft. So if they work together, they could actually pull Maddie in with faster laps. They'll have the draft. But if they continue fighting, Maddie will be able to pull away from them. All he's got to do is get outside of that 1-second range, and then he won't have to worry about the draft pulling them, sucking them towards him. I mean, look at that. They gained a couple tenths down the front stretch out of Parabolica, but their fighting is just letting them get away. There it goes. Maddie has broke the draft. Now it's Andy and Dragon Lord. Vibe's actually made it back. He's in 5th. He's right behind Andy now, with Cartman right on his tail. Wild. Absolutely wild. We're still home, not even halfway through this. Oh, look at Davies moved up the field, followed by Starkey. We're going to move our way back through the field. Nathan. Here, let's... Nathan... Hardcore, Zodiaz is in 11th, Jay is in 12th, Alenki in 13th, and Dan O'Neill in 14th. Got Zodiaz and Hardcore battling it out in the turn 1. Wow, this is some crazy racing. I mean, 9th alone, 3rd through 9th alone is only separated by a couple seconds, and everyone's within each other's draft, so nobody's getting away. You can see Andy. Is Andy going to be able to get back into the draft? Not right now. Andy's holding down 3rd. Dragon Lord's in 4th with Vibe right on his tail. Let's see what happens going into turn 1. Cartman's right on Vibe's bumper. He sticks it up the inside. No, he backs off. Vibe holds the outside line. Cartman sneaks in there, but doesn't have the angle to actually make the move stick, heading down the back stretch. Crazy, crazy. Dragon Lord's going up the inside of Andy, going into Parabolica. Vibe's going to try and follow him through. Now Vibe's on the inside of Andy. Right on the bumper of Dragon Lord coming out. Is he going to be able to make this stick? Dragon Lord's got the pass for 3rd. Heading down the straight. Andy goes outside. Dragon Lord, let's see if he covers off the inside. Last time he let Vibe get in the middle and paid the price. Middle's almost always the worst place to be. So Andy's made that outside line stick so far. He might have better exit speed going down the back stretch. Not quite. Dragon Lord held him off. He's going to take the inside line, and Vibe got actually a great bit of exit speed there. So now Vibe's clearly on the inside going into Parabolica. Is he going to be able to make it stick this time, though? Andy's got a clear track. He's making the really wide line. Little bumping going on there. And we hold it through there. Vibe and Andy still side by side, heading down the front straight. Dragon Lord on the inside. You got, oh my gosh, who is that making that move? Oh, Vibe paid a price into that one. Cartman, Davey comes out of nowhere. Davey's in the gray and pink. Heading into the stretch, it's now Davey. Davey's right on Dragon Lord. Cartman's right behind Dragon Lord. Andy's on the outside. Davey sticks it up the middle, the center, or not center, inside. He's got it clean, followed by Cartman. Not Cartman. Dragon Lord with Cartman right on his tail. Andy falls back to 6th. Vibe right on his tail. Vibe's going to follow in behind Andy. Going into turn 1. Davey holds the inside. Dragon Lord inside. Vibe stuck in the middle. Andy on his outside. Cartman on his inside. Cartman's able to make the move stick. Heading down the back stretch. Now Vibe's got Nathan on his. Here we go for Nathan. Back to cockpit view. He's got Vibe on his inside. Let's go through Parabolica. See, Nathan is following Cartman. You can see in his rearview mirror, Vibe is right on his tail, though. Here we go. Look at how close this racing is. You got that bit of accordion effect, everyone running into each other there, but everyone kind of holds their spots. Vibe's trying to get his spot back from Nathan. The problem he's got is not only has Nathan got better exit speed, he's got the draft heading down the straight, and that's allowing Starkey kind of up the inside of him. Look at this. Absolutely wild. Vibe went a little hot, ran into Nathan. That allows Starkey up the inside of him. Starkey's able to get the run down the front straight. Absolutely crazy. Let's go back trackside. See, Andy's up the inside of Dragon Lord. He's trying to take that 4th place back, but has to slot back in. That allows Cartman an angle. Dragon Lord goes wide. Dragon Lord goes wide. Andy's making the move on the inside. Cartman right behind him. He might be able to make that stick. Cartman might actually follow him through. Heading into Parabolica. We'll see. There you go. Andy on the inside. Dragon Lord on the outside. Cartman trying to follow Andy through. Dragon Lord runs wide. And it looks like both of them so far are blue. They're bump drafting each other even. Down the straight. Andy slots in ahead. He's trying to get back on top of Davey. Davey's there in 3rd. Andy on the outside. Cartman goes up the inside, which gives Andy the inside for this one, but he's going to be on the outside. Outside's almost a better place to be here. It gives you better exit speed. You got Davey. Andy's on the outside. Cartman's on the inside. Dragon Lord's trying to stick it up the middle. Or is that Starkey? Oh, that's Dragon Lord. Oh my gosh. Going into Parabolica. Cartman's going on the inside of Andy. Nathan's going up the inside of Dragon Lord. You got Vibe and Starkey right behind him. Whew. Davey's got a bit of space. Andy's got the lead. Got 4th heading into the first turn, but Cartman's up the inside. Clearly up the inside. Andy kind of gets stuck. Nathan's on the outside. It's going to slow him down a bit and give Cartman some space. So Andy's able to hold off Nathan, but Cartman gets through. You got Davey in 3rd, followed by Cartman. There's Andy and the McGann Racing, and then the orange and black is Nathan. With Dragon Lord, Vibes going up the inside of Dragon Lord, with Starkey trying to follow him through. Starkey makes the move on his teammate. Vibe is in Nathan's draft. That should give him a bit of speed heading down the straight to hold off both Dragon Lord and Starkey. Oop. Looks like Dragon Lord got into the back of Vibe. That allows Starkey through. Nathan's right on Andy's tail, who's in 5th. You got Cartman in 4th. And Davey. We got a bit of a train going now, so it looks like it's straightened. Oh, who paid the price back there? Looks like Starkey got a penalty, and he's going to lose the draft. All the guys in front. 3 seconds. Dragon Lord, Jay, Dan O'Neill, and Lanky back here. So you got a bit of a battle going on here between Dan O'Neill and Lanky on lap 24. Lanky's going on the inside into Parabolica. Trying to make the move. Slides it a bit. Is he going to go run really wide? Dan O'Neill's going to get the smoother exit. Oh, yeah. Dan O'Neill's got the better exit speed. And they're going to drag race down the straightaway. You know what's crazy about this is 30 laps, a really short track, and nobody has been lapped yet. That is how fast everyone is. And how tight the racing is. Dan O'Neill holds off Lanky. So for the moment, Dan O'Neill's got 13th, Lanky's in 14th. We're going to head back to the front. Toby's coming up on lap 26. In the lead, followed by Matty, 6 seconds behind. Behind him, you got Davey trying to break the draft of Cartman behind him. Cartman follows him, though. Yeah, Cartman. Oh, boy, 3 wide. Oh, no! Who paid the price? Andy did. He was in the middle. Not only did he pay the price, Dragon Lord did, too. Oh, no. I'm sure that'll be probably reviewed by the stewards to see what happened there. Might have been a racing incident. Didn't quite get a good view of it. But that spreads his field out quite a bit. Gives Davey some breathing room. And Cartman is now fighting off Vibe for 4th place. Vibe's right on his tail heading into Parabolica. Only 4 laps remaining. At the end of lap 26, you got Toby, Maddie, Davies in 3rd, Cartman in 4th with Vibe right on his tail. Followed by Nathan in 6th. Starkey's now in 7th with Andy on his tail. Behind him is Hardcore, Zodiaz, Jay, Dan O'Neill, Lanky, and Dragon Lord. I'm not sure what happened to Dragon Lord. So we'll go back up here to where the action is. Looks like the closest race right now is going to be Cartman and Vibe. And then Andy and Starkey. And going into turn 1, Andy's making the move on the inside. Well, this is Parabolica. But Starkey makes the cutback and keeps his lead in front of him. Wow. Down the straight, you got Andy. He's going to attempt to go on the inside. Though a lot of people have been really successful at the outside line. Andy breaks late, but also holds it. Keeps it smooth, and he's got the move done on Starkey. Back here, it looks like Nathan has managed to get into the draft of Cartman and Vibe thanks to their fighting. So even though we only got a few laps left, he might be able to stick his nose in there and make some noise going into the finish of this race. Cartman runs a little wide. Vibe's holding the inside, but Cartman's got much more exit speed with that outside line. So right now, it looks like our best battle going on is going to be 4 through 6. So, question is Nathan going to be able to get in and make this a 3-way battle? It looks like he's going to. I mean, you've only got 0.8 of a second. You can use that draft to get close. The final couple laps are going to be wild. Cartman's trying to break the draft of Vibe. heading into Parabolica. It looks like he was slightly successful there. Just enough that Vibe isn't gaining much. Heading into Parabolica, Nathan gets a pretty good run through there. He's now on Vibe's tail. Vibe loses some speed with that little bit of slide. And Nathan's now got a run on Vibe. Vibe tries to cover off the inside, but Nathan goes all the way in. Heading down the stretch into turn 1. Final lap. Oh no, who is that? You got Nathan's on the inside. Vibe's going to take the inside of the next corner and heading into the backstretch. Nathan has got the inside. Let's see who gets the exit speed. All right, I'm going to head to the front because Toby's coming into the final stretch on lap 30. Toby's going to head towards the line and take the win. Followed by him, 7 seconds behind, is Maddie. Followed by Davey. Cartman got a clean stretch. You got Nathan and Vibe heading to the line, side by side. This is going to be a tight one. Who's going to get it? Vibe or Nathan? Side by side, all the way to the finish line. And it looks like Vibe held off Nathan. Wow, that was close. That was really close. Andy held off Starkey to the finish line. Oh, we missed that finish. They were side by side as well. Hardcore, Zodiaz, Dan O'Neill, Jay, Lanky, and Dragon Lord. So there's your final standings, everybody. 4 races. If I do this again next week, I'm sure Davey will have the standings posted. I'll have them ready to go so everyone can see where they're at. I'm not sure I'll be able to update them as we go, but this has been fun. I really enjoyed this. Maybe we can get a few more people in here, get more conversation going in chat. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I have some things I have to take care of, so I can't stick around to chat for too long. So I got to make a run to the grocery store and then go pick up my kids. So this has been fun. Hope you enjoyed it. And maybe we'll see you next week. Join us on Sunday. I'll be racing and commentating a couple races. Trying to get the hang of this, see if I can improve it. Hey, Stuff. Yeah, some excellent racing. Glad you dropped in and checked us out. I really enjoyed this. This was good fun. We even had up to 8 concurrent viewers, so that's pretty cool. Excellent stuff. So if you guys get any feedback, feel free to message me. Let me know. Post a comment. This has been a lot of fun. You guys have a good day.